Well, guys, I've just watched Bad Tidings, which, for those of you who don't know, stars Strictly Winner Chris McAusland paired with Lee Mack in a festive comedy made by Sky. So if you don't have Sky, I don't think you can see it, but I imagine eventually it will make its way onto some sort of streaming platform. And yeah, I've got to be honest, it's not very good. I think my problem with the film is that it does kind of take from Christmas classics. In fact, the central conceit of the film is just taken from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Lee Mack covers his house with lights, turns them on, the brightness blinds everyone, causes a massive power cut, and his whole street is then completely left without power for several days. And he and Chris McCausland have to stay behind as the leaders of the neighbourhood watch to guard everyone's houses. And of course, burglars show up. I'm not going to give too much away, but there isn't that much of a plot anyway. And it it just never really gets funny. When you think it's about to get going, it doesn't. It just kind of is very mid all the way through. And it's weird watching it because if you've watched Lee Mack's sitcom, Not Going Out, you'll know that he really likes a lot of jokes. Normally it's gag after gag. But that's not the case here. There's not many jokes. Lee Mack's character's very unlikable. He seems to really despise Chris McCausland, who plays his neighbour. I'm not quite sure why he despises him so much, apart from just being a petty, annoying man. I just don't get it. And the other problem I have with the film is that a lot of the slapstick and the bits with the burglars, which are very Home Alone-ish, where they're bumping into stuff and bashing through stuff and, being caught and tied up, is all filmed in the dark. So you can't really see it. You see people trip and fall, but you can't really, well, who is it? You can't make it out because it's so dark. It's very odd in that way. And then it just ends. And you're like, oh, was that it? So yeah, I thought it was very lackluster. People on social media seem to think it's hilarious. Maybe you thought it was hilarious, but I thought, if you're going to take ideas from other Christmas movies, especially the classics, you've got to do something really special with them in order to make it funny in your own way, if you know what I mean. So they don't really succeed. And even though I find Chris McCausland and Lee Mack very likeable as comedians, I just feel this wasn't a good vehicle for them. There was never really any funny bits where they got to be funny. It was just there. So yeah, Bad Tidings is sadly, but bad. Bye.